which is available on audio and video. On this podcast, you get to learn more about personal finance, investing, business, and entrepreneurship. Become wiser and smarter with your wealth by subscribing to the Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke podcast channel today. Are you tired of not being able to account for your finances the way you should? Do you want to be in control of your finances and build generational wealth? If your answer is yes, then don't miss out on any of the podcast episodes of Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke aka Digital Flossie, which is available on audio and video. On this podcast, you get to learn more about personal finance, investing, business, and entrepreneurship. Become wiser and smarter with your wealth by subscribing to the Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke podcast channel today. Are you tired of not being able to account?
We are live. Yes, we are live. So you're welcome to Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke podcast, live podcast show, and which holds every Monday by 9 p.m. on this channel. And I believe that for those who have been following me, you've been getting a whole lot of value, you've been getting a whole lot of value. You've been growing in knowledge and in information. So because information is what's power, and that is why we want to ensure that you consistently build yourself and feed on information that will help you grow and that will take you to the next level. So I want to welcome you all to this podcast for tonight, this live show, and trust me, it's going to be awesome. Like, I have with me a very big fish. You know when they say there is a big fish in the house, I have a big fish in the house. So I want you to just, if you're watching me, yes, I can see 3 people already live with me. So just comment, use the comment section, and let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know where you are watching me from. So if you're a young person, just type I'm young and wealthy. Young and wealthy. There's this, because one thing I know is that wealth is a mindset. So while I'm waiting, I don't want us to spend so much time. So please, if you're watching me, for those watching me right now, kindly use the comment section. Tell me where you're watching me from. Where are you watching us from? Or where are you joining us from? It's very, very important. So who is that person? Who is that first person to comment? I think I'm going to give, because today is my birthday, so I can't do giveaway. You better be following instructions. So yeah, where are you watching me from? I want to know where you're watching me from. Can kindly use the comment section? Kindly use the comment section. Let us know where you're watching us from. So my name is Florence Adeleke, and I'm popularly known as Digital Flossie. And with me on show today, I have Meeting Joshua. And so I'm going to go on a short break, and then we're going to come back to look at. I want you to meet my. Okay, so we have Shegun Michael watching from Lagos. Fakojai Axis. Thank you for joining us today. You're the first person to comment. I guess I have a gift for you. All right. So let me take a second and let's just let me play this short video clip, and then I take the portfolio of our guest for tonight. So please make sure you hang around to the end of this live show. Trust me, you're going to get so much value for your time. All right.
For your finances the way you should? Do you want to be in control of your finances and build generational wealth? If your answer is yes, then don't miss out on any of the podcast episodes of Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke aka Digital Flossie, which is available on audio and video. On this podcast, you get to learn more about personal finance, investing, business, and entrepreneurship. Become wiser and smarter with your wealth by subscribing to the Wise Wealth Talk with Florence Adeleke podcast channel today.
All right. So now I'm going to be Yes, so I have with me in the house meeting Joshua. And meeting Joshua, so I know you want to know him. And you are like, I remember when I posted the flyer on my DP WhatsApp status, somebody said, are you sure somebody's name is Meeting? Like Meeting. I said, yes, Meeting. So, who is Meeting Joshua? Meeting Joshua is popularly known as MJ, and he's a content developer, he's a cryptocurrency coach, he's an author, he's a digital marketing strategist, he's a Christian. Yes, I love that aspect. And he's a certified and experienced project manager and experienced, he's also popular running his undergraduate program in medical laboratory technology, among others. You know, MJ is a loaded man. Let me just use that word. He's a man full of so much. He's full of value. He's full of. You're going to hear him tonight, and of course, some of us that we some people who know MJ know that no, he's someone that when he speaks excellently. Yes, and he speaks with so much value. Owing to his intuitive nature, he enjoys spending his time alone in serenity for thorough brainstorming and research work. You know, now somebody that is into medical and into cryptocurrency and all that, you should know that hey, they must be full of information, because the reason why is that information is what you need to move to the next level. That's why they said information is power. All right. So the more informed you are, the more reform and the more growth that will take place in your life. So he's passionate about balance in life and ministry. Also, he's a lover of music, books, and interpersonal relationships. Aside from working with a handful of crypto projects, he's an adept crypto enthusiast and has been able to empower over 600 people from Nigeria, Kenya, Cameroon, Ghana, and Canada on crypto and blockchain technology and how to maximize its wealth. So thank you so much for joining, and introducing to you now is meeting Joshua. So kindly meet Joshua, meeting Joshua. So please, can you give him a round of applause? Please, let's give my guest a round of applause. Use the comment section. Kindly type in, if you are following, just say you are welcome. Yeah, just type welcome NJ. Yes, well, that's so welcome, MJ. Please, can I have that? If you don't type, we'll not leave here. Okay. Want to try me? Today is my birthday. I hold today the whole of today. I own it. Hey, okay. I can see Michael, Adini, Joseph. Thank you so much for for complying. So I'm going to, without further ado, we're going into what we have for tonight, which is young people. The focus for tonight is young people and wealth creation mindset. You know, I when I don't know what I was thinking, but this or when this came up, and then I just felt MJ is just the right person to talk about this. But I mean, for me to bring up on show, because he's one of the people that I've met with over time. We met from the digital space, but then MJ, following MJ, he has proved himself to be one of those young people who know what they want and who know how to go for what they want. He's not one of those who just feel like the whole country is messed up and there's no hope for them. Like many young people have that mindset. So MJ is someone who has this mindset that in this country, you can still be a typical ardent Christian and still, be full of wealth. So that is who MJ is. You're going to learn more from him. So MJ, over to you. Let's have a feel of you before we go here, before we dive.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I do not take it for granted. And to everyone who is following, I want to welcome you. I sincerely count it a great privilege to be speaking with you and to you tonight. And when I first got the invitation, I was like, hey, this is a setup, really, it's a setup because I'm as well about to do a program for people who are at the point where they feel that there is nothing else they can do except, I'm talking of young people now, except to involve themselves in fraudulent activities. It has been alarming over the week, over the months, almost the set of people that have been messaging me are young people who, I don't know, I would say they feel they've done everything they can do. They just feel that they are disadvantaged and like life is not fair to them. Meanwhile, life was not even designed for you. You would have to take what belongs to you from life. So some of them have come to me and they've said stuff like, there is nothing I can do again. MJ, at this point, just give me the final advice on what to do. Stuff like, even recently, one was, we thank God for prophecy. I was having a program on my Telegram channel, When Traders Pray. And then the Lord told me that there is somebody who will be joining us. Sorry, I'm coming into talking about spirituality, but I just want to lay a point. So somebody will be joining us who he wants to do money ritual. He's a young person that wants to do money ritual, but he's going to lose everything in the end. So when we started the program, I gave the prophecy, and then a guy messaged. I never expected it to be this guy, because he's somebody who I thought to be, a clean guy. And then he said that he's at the point in his life where he's frustrated about his finances. And that same week, a few days after the meeting that night, was when he already planned to go to do the morning ritual. But then the word just came to him and blah 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 stuff. So from there I discovered how much he has in his own, well, he has toiled. But I also know that the labor of fools will weary them. You cannot make money when you are foolish. So we've seen many young people who they feel that they've done everything they can do. It's true, the labor of fools is designed to weary them. So there's no amount of work, there's no amount of strategy you can bring up, as long as you are foolish towards making, multiplying and managing money, you will be wearied in the end. I've seen many older people who keep working all their lives, and then they just keep saying that one day God will do it, one day God will do it, out of good conscience, because obviously they don't know what to do. The labor of fools is always designed to weary them. I believe that from this talk show tonight, I should be able to share a few things before the time is up. So let me just keep my welcome address this short, and let's continue. I think your mic is muted.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, MJ. I just, from what you just said, I was having a conversation today in my office, and one of my colleague was like, he needs 10 million, and that's, if I can give him 10 million. I was actually kidding, and we're talking, and from jokes, of course, you kind of know what is really going on with people. And I was like, he said, even if it is to do ritual, you can see a whole lot is going on in the mind of young people. Young people feel that, and I've actually had people come to me and then they tell me how things is really, going difficult and all that. Just like MJ said, things are not designed to be easy for you. Even Jesus Christ, sorry to say, I will always mention that it is what is inside of you that you breathe out. It is Jesus that is inside of me. So sorry if that is the example I can think of right now, but I know it's the perfect example. Yes. So even if Jesus Christ himself, the life was not so smooth for him, life was not easy for him. Even if Jesus himself, they could ask him for money at that particular time, he couldn't bring it out, but he had to call forth. He had to call forth. The money is in the mouth of the fish. And I think, MJ, we need to talk about this. What Jesus Christ did, the money is in the. I actually didn't plan to talk in this direction, but I believe the Holy Spirit is actually as well. He called forth fish. He needed money. He needed physical cash, but he was able to call forth that physical cash. I remember, you hosted a particular program, and then for young people to do, to make use of their smartphone, and then to be able to use their smartphone to actually get some, to to use it as a tool to make money, and
Yes, yes.
you're a challenge. Yeah. So now that is just what they have to call forth. So Jesus Christ was able to send Peter and said, the money is in the mouth of the fish. So we are talking about wealth creation. There is actually where to create these things. Do you so I actually want you to talk in that direction before I'll go to the point I'm going.
Okay. Concerning the what Jesus did was, or can be likened to a parable. Jesus, every act he performed in the scriptures, there was always an intention behind it. Now we saw that Jesus, he needed money, and then he obviously was broke at the moment, but he knew how to get money. Now I don't think it is even safe or so nice to call people who know how. Like you can come to them and find out that their bank account is empty, blah blah blah, and they are just smiling. This is the state of wealth. Kai, the state of wealth is not being afraid that you will lose money. It is not being afraid that you do not have money. It's being certain that no, whenever I need money, it will come. There is something I usually say. I say that gold will find its way to me. Money is attracted to me. Money cannot do without me. It's just it's something that has fallen in love with me. So if I am in a condition where I need money, it must come. Just recently, I was still telling a friend that it's been a long I attempted to sell anything, because one of my principles is that to make money every day, sell every day. So I just felt off. I've been studying for some weeks now, so there has not been time to really sell, pitch product, stuff like that. So I was telling my friend that it's been long I sold though, and I'm looking at, I'm not being motivated to sell. So I told him I need money, but there was still no motivation. At some point, I was just passive about it, and somebody just came and said, you once talked about so this, can I get it? Quick cash just came that way, because money is just whether I want to make it or I don't want to make it. There is already a mindset and an energy that has been, because money is energy itself. And so if you can attract the energy, if you know how to attract the energy, it will come to you on its own accord. Haven't you seen cases where some people, it just looks like it's only evil their life can attract? When they are around in a place, something bad must happen. So it's similar to money itself. Money is not the way people see money as something that you will start chasing after. My scripture still tells me, the Bible I read still tells me that goodness and mercy should follow me, wealth should follow me. It will be an anomaly if I am the one chasing money. Now, aside from that, let's talk in this direction. Jesus made us understand that everything you need, the money you need, is in your hand. I've seen cases where I need money, some amount of money, and God will be telling me that, Joshua, you have the money. And have you had an experience where you are almost telling God that, what kind of joke is this? Do I look like I'm joking to you? Can't you see my bank account? There is no money here. And he's saying that you have the money with you. And then after a while, I'm just like, okay, just leave me alone. Let me have some time to think. And then I come back after some time and it's true. I actually had the money. If the money is not in your bank account, it should be in your connection, like your network. If it's not in your network, then there is no way any man was truly born empty. It's just our definition of resources. Some of you have a lot of resources, but you are not resourceful. Now, we saw a case that the parable of the talents is another practical example of somebody that has something but feels it is not enough. A lot of young people give too many excuses, and in a case where they don't have money, they are like, there's nothing they can do. They don't have money. There's no way they can make money. The most common one I hear is, we need money to make money. I must use money to make money, blah, blah, blah. And that thing is a very annoying statement, because I don't think you need money to make money. You actually need wisdom to make money. So if you are firstly looking at chasing money, I was doing a teaching one time, and I said that money is like a prostitute. Money is like a prostitute. And you must have heard this saying that says money can develop wings and fly.
I guess we had a disconnection, so sorry about that. So we are talking about young people and money, and I hope MJ will join us very soon. Yeah, so he's back. Yeah, welcome back. I
Yeah,
get network.
yeah, it is a network. So, what was I even saying? I said, money is like a prostitute, and the common thing among prostitutes is that for them to, I'm getting feedbacks from here.
Okay,
For for a prostitute to stay with you, then there must be something that you have that the prostitute likes. Prostitutes are not exactly loyal people. I'm still getting feedback. Looks like a mic is not muted.
okay. Let me mute my mic.
Okay. So prostitutes, they are attracted to something. For a prostitute to, I'm sorry, I'm using this example. This is just the best one. For a prostitute to stay a night with a man, then he has something she needs. Maybe money, maybe he has gold, maybe he has connections, maybe she even wants to use him for ritual. But it's just that she has something that he needs. Now, you must also understand that wisdom and money are friends. Wisdom said something in the book of Proverbs. Wisdom said, unending riches dwells with me. So, if you are looking for money, it is actually the wrong way. The way to attract money is to attract wisdom. If you can become more wise, this is something I've noticed, I've observed from many wealthy and successful people I've met. The first thing they tell you when we get to start talking, and they ask questions like, please wait, what is your prayer point? And then you are praying for money. They get so pissed off because they understand this. It is not money that is the problem. The problem is that you lack what you need to make money. Money is actually looking for you, but there is something that must be on you that will make money know, oh, this guy belongs to us. Now, if you are looking for, let's say that you've seen cases where they declare some people wanted. Now, the government, the police is looking for those people. When they, maybe you are not the one that is wanted and they see you, they are not attracted to you. But when they see that person, there is something that makes them attracted to the person, and it is the identity. So if you do not identify with
Okay, I guess we have
wisdom,
a network sign, a network breaking the network. Just hang up. Just hang around. Yes, let's hang around. I said hang up. Sorry about that. So let's hang around. Let's kindly hang around for MJ to come, for the
hello.
network to be. Yeah. All right. You can continue.
So if you do not first make every attempt to increase the wisdom you carry, the understanding you carry, and the knowledge you carry, you will discover that one, it will be very difficult for you to make money. You like I said something at the beginning that the labor of fools will weary them, because one, they do not know the way to the city of wealth. They do not know the way to the city of greatness. They do not know the way to the city of success. I was talking about the parable of the talents. We saw a man was given 5, another man was given 2, and the last man was given 1 talent. The one who was given 5 took advantage of it and multiplied it. The one who was given 2 took advantage of it and multiplied it. And the final one took his and went to bury it. And then he came and said that it's just the same way we have many young people who they say things like, well, I don't have anything. I don't have money. I don't have resources. I don't have a skill. It is because you have chosen to bury your skill. Just like that man with 1 talent, you are giving the same excuses and making God who created you feel like he made a mistake to have made you. So we see many young people who are wasting away because they are not aware. Some of them have unconsciously or consciously buried the talent they have. Now let me use myself as an example. When I was younger, I was more like an introvert. I did not like to talk to people. I was always keeping to myself. Even when I talk in my house, my parents always are always surprised because I don't talk for long. If you ask me 5 questions, I can just answer maybe one, and the one I will answer, I will just talk about a few things. And then I started growing and moving around, seeing people, and then I start the introvert became an extrovert. I started talking, could could initiate conversations, could relate to people. And at some point, I now discovered that wait, should I just be wasting this gift of talking and being able to communicate effectively with people? And then I started watching uh, videos and movies on public speaking, communication, how to relate with people, how to speak in public. And I discovered that there are some people that make money from talking. Some of you are probably listening to me now or would listen to me after now. And you love to probably teach, you love to talk, just like MJ loves to talk. You love to, some of you are kind of interested in taking care of people, but you are not monetizing it. You feel the skill you have is not enough. You are waiting till you have 10 million naira to 30 million naira before you start your vision. Somebody said something, and I love it so much. He said, if you are waiting to be ready before you start, you will never be ready. Because because at every point where you feel that you are ready, one thing or the other will still come up to make you feel that you are not ready. So while you are saying that, oh, I can't start making money from talking yet because who will listen to me? Who will pay me for talking? No, I'm not even saying you should start by waiting for people to pay you. You can start because one, people don't listen to foolish people. Haven't you also noticed? Do you pay attention to people who are saying very foolish things? You are not interested when there are things that lack wisdom in them. The reason why you are probably still listening to now is because you are getting value for your time. So if somebody is not adding value to you, obviously you are not interested in the conversation. We have a lot of young people whose brain is filled with dust. They have, I'm sorry, I have to say that because you listen to them for, you spend not even in 1 hour, 2 hours, you spend time with them, and there is nothing profitable coming from them. Nothing. There's really nothing at all. And then they expect somebody to help them. There's another trending stuff that I've seen, or current trend that I've seen, about people saying that their friends don't patronize them. They don't do this. I have made my own friends know, if you do nonsense, don't expect me to ever patronize you, because one, I have an integrity and a reputation to keep. If I refer people to you for a business and you mess up, it's me they will attack, not you. So if you are in that kind of state where you don't have anything, do you not see why money is not attracted to you? Because there is nothing. What do they pay you for? Why should you be paid? Why do you think you deserve to be paid more? Somebody was saying that people are not appreciating my skill, they are not paying me more. And I'm asking the questions and saying that, first thing, for example, if you are a tailor or a fashion designer and the same type of clothes you sew is what other people do, the same styles you do is what other people know. There is no creativity, no precision, no accuracy. Just the same way other people do it is the way you do it. How do you expect to be paid more? The difference between Uber and Uber, Bolt, and a normal taxi at the garage is that one is giving you more value. If I'm in a Uber, I am one, AC is there. I'm enjoying more comfort. I can tell the man to turn on the music. I can tell him to turn off the music. I can, like, there is more pleasure compared to the taxi at the garage. When you sit and they start talking to you and yabbing you anyhow, because one, they don't understand customer relations. Do you not see the benefit of adding value to yourself? People will not pay you more if your value is just like a taxi driver. Don't expect to be paid like a Uber driver if the value you give is like a taxi driver. I see many people who flare up and they're angry. They say people are manipulating them. No, they are not manipulating you. People only pay you based on perceived value. That's how, even when you go for an interview or something like that, during the I've had the privilege to interview a few people, and sometimes I'm just pissed off and I'm like, God, what is this? And this one went to school. And a graduate that cannot even speak fluently when you ask questions like, tell me about yourself, and it's telling you, my name is Shibuke. Sorry if your name is Shibuke. My name is Shibuke. I am 27 years old. I am a student of, like, is that what I want to hear? No, if I call you to tell me about yourself, and you're telling me that one, it's not interesting to me. So what makes you unique? Somebody was telling me recently, oh God, he felt I was being wicked, but I have an integrity and reputation to keep. He said, if I have a job that I know he can do, I should tell him. So I said, okay, what value can you add to another person? It's a simple question. No? What? God. He said, I can work under pressure. Like, Jesus. Imagine asking somebody, what value can you add? And he said he can work under pressure. I said, wait, even a housemaid, a house help should be part of your skills, working under pressure. So what makes you different from a housemaid? He said, I'm a student of, it's not my concern if you're a student of anything you like. Now, I'm not a student of banking and finance, and or business and finance, and I speak to people who do business. I can communicate with them fluently. Is it because no, we should stop this thing. We are making the youth, is not, I feel our president was correct when he said that we have many lazy Nigerian youth, because it's just what we see every time. It's what we see every time. Let me just hold on, because if I speak from the way I'm feeling tonight, oh my. So let me use my mic now.
All right, thank you so much, MJ. I hope you're getting value. Who is getting value? Please type value. Type value, type value, type value. Who is getting value? If you are getting value, please can you do well to share this link? I think some of your friends need to see. One thing I need you to know is that if you are hitting stuff and you are getting enough, you are getting so much of this type of thing, and you're not sharing with others, you're not sharing with the people around you, they are not feeding on what you are feeding, they will keep pulling you back. They will keep pulling you back. So you don't want them to keep pulling you back. So you don't want to be in an association of Yoruba people. We used to say that one rich man amidst 6 poor men is also a poor man. So when you are in a situation in this kind of environment, or where you are getting so much value, learn to share with others. It will help you, because when you all in your network or your cohort, you're listening to the same thing. It helps build a kind of same mindset. Like we're talking about mindset, MJ. I want us to look at, do young people really have right perception or right mindset when it comes to wealth?
Well, I would say that many young people want to live their lives chasing the bag. So when you ask a young person that, what are you doing now? You say, bro, I'm hustling. God actually did not design us to hustle. This is one word that if not for the purpose of this, not that you asked me, it has been a long time I mentioned that word, because I hate to hear it around me. I'm not hustling. The nature of hustling is for people who do not understand this. There is a very powerful illustration I gave one time, and this is it. You know that please, I'm looking for the right words to use. Okay, now, if we are in a place, okay, I usually say something that there are business ideas, there are opportunities that are set on the hill. that cannot be hidden. This is for public consumption. You've seen many shops in your street selling sweets, selling sugar, selling. These are normal ideas, business ideas that are on the hill that cannot be hidden. But there are specific ones that whose, you know, I just love to talk from the scriptures. I'm so sorry if you are a non-believer, but this is just the word of God, and this is the basis of what I believe in. There are specific cities that the Bible talks about. It said they were looking for a city whose builder and maker is God. So there are cities that you would have to look for them. They are not put on the hill. There are business ideas that you have to set, be very conscious about them. You can even search for them for 7 years, trying to get the right. Once you find it, you found gold. Now, you can't imagine. I see many people young people this is where hustling even starts, because, like I said, the value you offer is common, is regular. You are looking for stones. What you have is just like a stone. You can find it everywhere. And you want to be paid for finding gold. How is that possible? How can you be selling stone and you want to charge me like someone who is selling gold? No, it's not possible. So what do I do? The fastest thing is, when others, you must be able to pay the price. When people are looking for stone, take your time. Don't rush yourself. I know there is pressure from everywhere, especially if you are a guy. There's a lot of billing from left, from right, but please take your time. Don't let anybody pressure you. You came to this life alone and you are going alone. If others are looking for stone and offering values that look like stone,
Thank you so
take
much,
time.
MJ.
Take some time to dig into finding gold. When
All right,
you
thank you so
find
much,
gold,
MJ. Can you hear me?
oh,
Can you not
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. The
All
network
right.
is breaking.
Oh, sorry about that. So now, MJ, I want to ask you some few questions as we round up. Now, if you are given, hey, my power is gone. Okay, so I'm going to go on off camera now. And type done after sharing. So now, MJ, I want to ask, if given 1 million for there was something you posted on your on your status that I responded to, but now let's come to this direction. If given 1 million, how would you spend it? That's my first question. I just want you to answer me in 30 seconds. How will you spend 1 million? I know 1 million is small for you. Maybe I should say, if given 1 billion.
Okay. I think okay, 1 billion naira is less than $2 million, if I'm correct. This same question you asked is a question that someone recently asked me, and I told him that the money has finished on arrival, because some of you know that I own crypto miners, and a simple 80 hybrid L7 plus. Sorry, I'm using those terminologies. L7 plus miners will cost about $1.45 million to set up, with a daily profitability. Take note of the word daily profitability of $10,000. So what is left? Okay, let's say we still have $500,000. Let's say we still have $500,000. $500,000 with $200,000. There are real estate properties in Dubai that I have access to that will earn me 200% of my capital in 4 to 5 years. 200% of my capital in 4 to 5 years. So we still have, okay, let's say I get two of such properties and we still have $100,000. Now let's bring it back to Naira so that some people's mind will be able to take what I'm saying. $100,000 to Naira is about 50 million Naira. 50 million Naira can be used for land banking in Nigeria. It's a very easy stuff. 50 million Naira. These questions will sound like a shock to somebody who is not prepared for it. But I feel that 1 billion Naira has finished on arrival because there are plans already for it.
Okay, I didn't know I'm still muted. Thank you so much, MJ. All right, so I'm going to ask another. Please type your questions. If you have questions, this is the time for you to ask MJ. Ask MJ questions. The topic is young people and wealth creation mindset. How can you create wealth as a young person? MJ, I understand that you're still schooling, even though you're a big man schooling, but you're a young person, so it's not like you're one of those old people that went back to school. So they're working and then they're trying. No, so MJ is still. But MJ, can you tell us how did you come about this kind of lifestyle? The lifestyle of making real time, money, because I understand the fact that, so maybe you don't know, MJ is also he doesn't just does crypto investing, no. He's also investing in real estate. So what gave you that? What's the motivation? I mean, tell us, please encourage somebody.
Okay, to somebody who might be listening to me, and you are probably also you probably, were also in my shoe, because I want to believe it's not a shoe I'm still wearing. Um, I did not grow up in a family, I was not born into a family that had so much privileges. I was not born into a family that would give you salad in the morning, fried rice in the afternoon, and probably pounded yam at night. It's a family of people or parents who were struggling to make ends meet. And this is one trend I have observed about the African parents, not just Africa though, just worldwide. So I I don't know, maybe it was a gift, but I believe that at a very young age, I saw the need to care for myself, because I've observed that patterns can be continued, cycles can be continued. There is a pattern of hardship, of labor, of poverty in a family. It can be continued and it can as well be stopped by one man. So I was young, and the first thing that occurred to me was that the same excuses that my grandfather gave was the same excuse that my father gave. I just pray I have enough time to say this. So I now discovered that if I am not careful, this was when I was very young, very, very young. I even started doing business in primary three. So I discovered that if I do not break this pattern, it is also going to continue with me. So the first thing that came was that now become responsible. I became responsible for my finances. When I was in secondary school, there were days where I would not tell my parents that I have school fees to pay. I went to a federal school. So once I get the bill and all of that, I keep the bill with me as if I can even pay it. And then my father used to get angry at me so much then, and I was still alive. And it would be like, why don't you ask for money? Why don't you? But I just felt the need that no, I should be able to create this myself. I should be able to create this myself. I read stories of young people who were doing very well, and I believe that I could do well as well. So growing up, one of the major things, just pay attention, is this, because there won't be time to say a few things, is that responsibility. Responsibility, knowing what you should do and doing it. I do not like to joke too much with life. I do not like to play about. I do not want to end like others. So I know that if I do not want to end like others, then I should do what others do not want to do. So if other people are waiting till they are probably 30 before they start to think about their finances, I've decided in my heart that even my own children will know about money from the age 9. 9 is even too late. They will start learning how to do accounting, how to sort accounts, how to do bookkeeping, how to do data processing, to prepare them for the money market. So first thing that came was the idea of responsibility, knowing that I would have to, at some point, people there will be demand on me to supply money. And afterwards, I just loved the idea of financial freedom. I prefer to use the word financial freedom instead of financial independence. I'm still getting feedback. I think a mic is unmuted.
Who can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Hello,
you.
MJ.
Sorry, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. So
Please.
I love the idea of financial.
Hello.
I think the network is fine now. Can I continue?
Yeah, you can. I couldn't hear you before.
Okay, okay. So I loved the idea of financial independence, being able to get what you want when you want, and as well as uh, having total control over your time. I learned early in life that time is not money, time is life. So the best way to live life to the fullest is to manage my time accurately. And of course, you know that when you manage your time well, you are definitely going to be rewarded for it. Because one of the things and behaviors I've seen around people who are broke and people who lack money is the inability to manage their time. They say that they are busy. The question is, busy doing what? Busy doing nothing. I've observed many times. So I it has just been this is the online space, and I'm doing my best to keep my words accurately.
Okay. So, thank you so much, MJ. Then I think I have another question for you, um, which I want to ask you now. Just give me. I hope I've not mixed it up now. Now, okay. So, how can young people create, or how do I ask this question? Now, is creating multiple streams of income realistic for young people in Nigeria? And how can this, now if it is, how can this help them with creating wealth?
Okay, Nigeria is a very profitable place to make money. The reason is because in a place where there are a lot of problems and chaos, there is money. I'm still getting feedback. I don't. Okay, thank you. In a place where there are a lot of problems, there is money. But the problem is that many people do not see. It's just perspective. Perspective. Many people do not see that the problems are avenues for them to make money. Today, I posted on my status that money grows on trees, and some people felt it's not correct because one, their perspective towards that word is different. So when I say money grows on trees, I have discovered that everything around me is money. The phone, if you are using a phone to join this podcast, the phone you are holding is money. You bought it with money. The data via which you've connected to this podcast was bought with money. The clothes you are wearing presently was bought with money. The seat you are sitting on was made with money. Everything around you is money. So I do not really think it is difficult to make money in Nigeria. If you can make money in Nigeria, then I don't think there is any country in the world that will be difficult for you to make money. Yes, I'm talking about creating multiple streams of income. Yeah, this will be possible if you are somebody who has a long-term goal. Yeah, if you live with the mindset of long term, long term, long term. And so what you do, the activities you perform are designed for long term. I don't create relationship with people that I know that in a while from now, I would or in the future time, there will be nothing profitable from them. No, I don't. I've just been able to streamline my relationships to people who I know that okay, this is what I'll profit from you. For some of them, it's business. For some of them, it's spirituality. From some of them, it's just different networks like that. So you can create multiple streams of income, and even the idea of multiple streams of income is something that I I understand it in another way. Can I talk about that?
Okay,
All right. So now I
please be
do
brief.
feel, yeah, I do feel that there is actually a source that is becoming several streams. Many people, when they talk about creating multiple streams of income and they want to define it from the Bible, they talk about the Garden of Eden, blah blah blah, was watered by four streams, but they forgot that it was one river that splitted into those four streams. Even the book of Genesis covers that. So you can turn your present business into several streams. For example, I'm a crypto businessman and I make money from different aspects of crypto, several aspects of crypto. So when one is appearing, when if they like, the dip should continue to 2030. I'm not moved by it because there are several other ways of making money. So there are skills that you have and you are only streamlining them to one part. I advise that if you're listening to me, do your best to open up. Be ready for expansion. Open up. Don't just stay like a stagnant water and complain all the time. Nigeria is a good place to make money. Don't be fooled though. Don't be deceived. Let me
Thank you.
let me stop here.
Yeah, thank you so much, MJ. Now, so can you just as we wrap up, can you recommend ways by which young people can be self-sufficient, you understand, can have, because sometimes young people have this entitlement mentality, you hear them, when you start working and you're making money, like you start giving value, for you will actually appreciate stuff. Let me not even go in that way, but there was something you mentioned earlier on which I actually wanted to reiterate and buttress on. The word you mentioned, the word I can, and then responsibility. It is important that young people, because part of what this world creation is, when you start taking responsibility for yourself, then you will start to create things. God made us to be creators. God made us to be creators. So He has given us the power to get wealth. He has given us the power to create wealth. So nobody will do that job for you. He has given you the power. So what you do with the power that God has given to you is what your life will become. MG talks about the one I can. Whenever you start feeling you can't do something, you can't have this wealth, or you feel you need to get to a certain level, a certain age before something starts coming to materialization, then you're missing it out. Really. So I think we should look at that. So as we wrap up, MJ, I want us to, okay, can you recommend ways by which
Okay. The first thing I would advise
young people can be
and which I
self-sufficient,
will
like
recommend
in this present economy?
in the present economy, one of the skills that is important for every young person is the ability to sell. If you do not know how to sell, you are just like a beautiful lady that is winking in the dark. No matter how valuable your product is, no matter how valuable your service is, if you don't know how to sell, you are like a beautiful lady that is winking in the dark. And the ability to sell, it works in every, because in business, money only comes when you sell. So this is one of the major, I know people don't talk about it, they tell you to go and learn a skill. Yeah, selling is a skill as well. So they tell you to go and learn a skill, maybe learn a handwork, learn a this, learn a blah blah blah. It's very good. Learn a skill, a digital skill. I recommend learning digital skills. Yeah, because everything is becoming digital. Don't be deceived. We've moved. Even some digital skills are becoming outdated. You don't expect to still be using typewriters in a time like this. So, uh, firstly, I would advise that you learn how to sell. It's very important that you learn how to sell. Learn how to sell products, learn how to sell business ideas. Why do you think people do business presentations? It's a process of selling. Why do you think your pastors preach to you or your imams preach to you? They are selling the idea of the religion to you. So it's simple. Everybody is actually a salesman, but it's how we do it that now matters. Like as I've been speaking to you, I am selling a mindset to you. So it's how I deliver it that will now say if I was profitable in it or I was not profitable. So first learn how to sell. Now learn a high-paying digital skill. High-paying digital skill. Don't always think that everything is money. I know some of you are already thinking about it, that you need money to learn these skills. Keep quiet. My first course in crypto was worth about $500, but I got it, let's say, for free, because I believe that money is not the only currency that is spent. But I did not pay with cash for it. I paid with something else because, one, I'm a content creator, I'm a content writer. So what did I do? I started working on converting the articles, the text of my tutor into text, and then he made money from the content I made for him. So obviously, it's the rule of life. You give, and it shall be given unto you. So I gave my skill, helped him to grow his brand, to increase his popularity, and then in return, he gave me a course. It's simple. It's not only money. Some of you are already probably thinking, this, I'm not motivating you. Don't think about it. It's been long I motivated anybody. I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm telling you the truth as it is. Learn how to sell, one. Learn a high-paying digital skill. Learn high-paying digital skills. Don't just sit there. Now, if you, I know this might not sound so familiar and nice for some of you. If you are a barber, learn how to sell as well. How do you market your product? Some of you are only known in the street where you are barbing. They don't know you online. They don't know you as, and it's, I think I should just stop on that for now. There are several ways, but the key point is, one, learning how to sell. Don't joke with this at all, because there are many people who are in business but are not making money. Why is this so? Because they are not selling. So they are frustrated. This is one of the labor of fools that wearies them. I'll just stop here.
MJ, and MJ is very right. One of the reason, I there's this particular course that I collaborated with um a few friends who also does who have different skills, different capacity in different high paying digital skills. And then we came together and said, okay, I collaborated with, I said, let's train people in for in these skills. But for me, I have always said that it is to learn the skill is easy. You can go on YouTube and get the skills, right? But to convert it to money is the most important job. Am I?
You are very correct.
So
I think your mic is muted.
oh, thank you so much, MJ. I look at it, and when people come to me and say, Florence, I want to learn how to do online business. And then I look at, okay, yes, you want to, what exactly do you want? Now, if you don't have it, because your physical business can be diverted to an online business, it is a different skill on its own. And then you can actually learn an high pay, or you can learn a high paying digital skill, like MJ said, and then not just learning it that is important. That's why there are a lot of graphic designers, there are a lot of website designers, there are a lot of people who know how to do a lot of stuff, but they are not still making money. So the number one skill they need is how to sell, just like MJ said. So I said, okay, you will not just learn any skill. After you've selected a particular skill you're interested in, then there will be the general one that everybody will go through, which is to sell that skill. Because it is when you sell that skill, that is when you will become profitable. You are not profitable when you learn a skill. You become profitable and you learn and you build a profitable business online when you learn how to sell. So learning how to sell is the most important part of the digital business or building any online business. So I want us to get that from here. So even you see a lot of people talking about, oh, affiliate marketing is the trending thing. And I saw on somebody's status that said somebody was asking, when will affiliate marketing crash? If not for my time, I would have said we should talk about something like this. So many people now see online business as businesses that you do for a while and it crash. That's wrong. That's not online business. Online business is like you're setting up a real-time business. The only thing is that you don't have to rent a shop. It's about selling value, just like M just talked about, selling value. And then the more capacity you build, the more people will be willing to pay higher for your value that you're rendering. So thank you so much, MJ. I really do appreciate. I really want us to continue this conversation, but we spent an hour already, and it's really seriously okay. For those still following us, has it really been worth it? Yes, I want to get your answer. Yes, if it has been worth it, you staying to the end of this podcast, please kindly type in the comment section that it's worth it. Yeah, if it's worth it, please type it's worth it. So I unfortunately I may not be able to share the flyers with us, but the details will get. So the thing is this. Yeah, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Yes. So thank you so much, MJ, for this, for I called you and you answered. Even though I had to, shifted this. We should have had this earlier on, but I just felt okay, I want to have MJ on my birthday. So that at least I will collect 5 BTC. MJ will not talk now.
MG left.
So everybody knows that MJ is owing me 5 BTC. MJ is owing me 5 BTC. You people should, you are my witness.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you so
MJ.
much
Thank
for
you so
the
much
opportunity.
for your time. Yeah, thank you for this time, like you said, time is life. So for you to give me a full 1 hour of your time, I appreciate it, and I'm not taking it for granted at all. And for everyone who have joined, Sodwali, Maggie, Millie Jr., David Oloyede, Michael, Esther, and everyone who have joined, Michael, Shegun, Elijah, Emmanuel Oluwa. Thank you so much. Osegbe Joy. I really want to appreciate Adeniyi Joseph, Anubori Ade. Thank you all. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much. Please kindly do well to share the link. It will still be available for the next probably 24 hours. I intend to bring this down because it's one of those this is one of those information that um people should even pay to attend things like this. So please share. Let a lot of people get this value. Let them have access to this information. Thank you so much. So we are organizing a build your own online business program, a build your own online business coaching program. This is not it is not, this has nothing to do with platforms of putting money and then you're expecting one magic to come upon that money and then you make up. No, 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 no. If you are lazy, then this is not for you, because lazy people cannot sell. Lazy people will be weary of selling because a whole lot of things comes with selling. Even so, this is for you. This is for those who want to learn a particular skill, and then after learning, we have about 11 skills, from affiliate marketing to content to video creation. We also have real estate marketing. We also have we also have graphics design, video, social media management, uh, and among okay, proofreading. Yes, proofreading is also part of the skills. So you are going to select one of this skill, and then we have the general skill set, which has to do with selling and then entrepreneurial mindset. So this is a general one which everybody will take. So it's not the thing that you want to learn 5 skills together. No, we want you to just pick one that resonates with you and then learn it well, then learn how to sell it well. So those are the two. So that's how we segment the training part. Meanwhile, you are to, of course, like it's on the flyer. I can't share the flyer here, but like it's on the flyer, it's meant to go for a $50, but it's going for $20, and we intend to just enroll 100 people. But we want to ensure that, because I actually want to do this as a way to add to people and to add value to a lot of young people. So for those who may not be able to afford the $20, we also have a way for you to get access to it for free. But yes, of course, terms and conditions applies. So if you're going to get access to this for free, you must also be willing to, to engage in some activities that will help you gain access to it for free. So this is an open opportunity for you to, and it's open to 100 people to get even access all for free without paying a dime. And then you will be taught from the full package. There is no pay for masterclass or anything. You'll be taught the full package. And that's the goal. The goal is that at this time that there is a whole lot of economy uncertainty and all that, we want to add value to people. I and my team and my friends that we are in the digital space together want to add value to you. So for those that are watching me, you can share this opportunity. The flyer is already available and is on the group. I've posted it before and I will post it again. You can chat me up. I'm going to type my number now. You can chat me up, and then for more information, so you can join. This is the first of the kind of its kind that I'll be doing for her. So I'll be putting out. Please kindly share this opportunity with as many people as you can. Let's keep I'm tired of seeing young people looking for fastest means. There's no, the fastest means actually links to the longest route at the end. So learn the right thing at the right time and put in your best to get the results you want. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for logging in. Thank you for joining today's podcast. Thank you, my guests, meeting Joshua. I'm so glad to have you, and please kindly have a wonderful night rest as I end this live show now. So MJ, what's the final word of advice?
Final word of advice is that be not hearers alone, but be doers, so that you won't end up living a life of deception. Is
That's
that
a big
simple?
word. Hey, MJ, thank you so much. I love you. I love